Welcome to the Business Happy Hour with your hosts, Frank Cotto from Lincoln Lending Group, Ryan Pelkey from Tampa Bay Plumbers, and Doug Ford with Suncoast Roofing Solutions on 970 WFLA. These three business owners will teach you how to work to live it up, not live to work. Now sit back, grab a cold one if you have one, and get ready for some serious business talk with three hilariously serious business owners. Now, your host of the Business Happy Hour, Frank Cotto.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. Glad you're listening. Good morning on that bright and early Sunday. Hope you got some good rest last night on Saturday night. I know I usually don't. Up late, early up with the kids, who knows, you know. How about you, Ryan?
Last night I was up at like 5:30 to help out with Tucker.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
Little Tucker.
Little Tucker.
He's such a nice little, hey.
He's got a little bit of gas, that guy.
Just like Daddy.
Yeah, I know. I can't blame the guy, you know.
Glad I'm not on your side of the room. How about you, Doug? You getting some sleep? Your kid's a little older now.
Yeah, fortunately. My son, actually, when he was first born, had a GERD, so he has gastro-reflux disorder.
Oh, man.
So he didn't sleep for about 9 months.
Lots of gas in all these houses, huh?
Yeah. I wonder where all this comes from, because you see all these kids, all these problems. Now he's like, you know, he needs gluten-free food. And
yeah.
I just don't remember, you know, when I was a kid, I don't remember any of my friends really having all the issues that kids have nowadays.
We just spit up and we're miserable.
Dude, we didn't have helmets. We didn't have seat belts.
Well, we were talking about the other day, like, you know, you see these like 12 and 13-year-old little girls that have like boobs and bodies. You're like, how that? Like, we didn't have that when I was that age.
They do boob jobs now. You
just
have to be 8.
Well, it's got to be some, obviously,
waiver.
it's in the food or it's in, you know, the water or something. I mean, it's just not a...
Could be in the water. Yeah, but, you know,
I think it's in the food, honestly. It's probably like whatever, you know,
well, it's
steroids, whatever, you know.
It's hormones. It's the hormones that they're putting
Yep.
in there, you know, the steroids and all that stuff. And
that's why we drink organic milk.
Or no milk at all, almond milk. Matter of fact, if you've never been to a website called Not Milk, go to it. It'll scare the crap out of you, and you'll probably never buy milk again.
Yeah, but that's made by the soy and almond milk people. They own that website, so you just can't really
details.
You just can't believe everything you read.
What are you talking about? I can't believe everything on the internet.
No, not everything.
So I was going to side note to this, but I want to get back to what Doug was saying about this whole thing with the kids. That we're just going to these random topics. But so last night we're finally getting close to finishing our kitchen remodel. Okay, I moved the fridge into place last night. Okay,
how long is this taking?
It will be what's today? It'll be 3 months.
Oh my!
On January, February, March. It'll be 3 months on April 7th.
So let me guess. You're not going to refer this contractor to anybody.
Well, I wouldn't refer myself to anybody.
Frank's the GC. That's the problem.
Yeah, come on. Okay, now it's all coming out.
Yeah.
Now it's making sense in my head. Because like a kitchen should not take more than like 4 or 5 weeks.
Well,
maybe 6 if there's issues.
It's more like I change things constantly. You know,
you're one of those guys.
I'm one of those guys.
We call it change order.
Yeah, cha-ching. Yeah, they put the lights in, and I was like, yeah, those aren't going to work. And they're like, well, we already did the drywall. I'm like, yeah, cut it.
Oh my God! So you see patches everywhere.
Oh, there's worse. My wife bought this window for the kitchen, and I came home and I'm like, well, I thought we were doing a bigger window, and they're like, well, they already did it. You know, they put it in. I was like, take it out, do a new header.
Oh my gosh!
But here's the thing: when you get into that kind of project and you're spending like
a lot of money,
more than just 20 grand or something.
Some people's homes sometimes.
Right, and I'm going to live here forever. I'm like, okay, well, this might cost me another $500, but I'm going to live this forever, and I'm spending blank. I want to throw up right now. And with that,
I'm just laughing because I've been through this whole affair with him, being his neighbor.
Oh.
And I did it just before him.
Oh, I remember.
And you had some issues. Like, you did the whole change the light thing and all that stuff.
You know, you always have something that gets done, and you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
That's just not the way I wanted it to work out. Sometimes you can't see it until it's done.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I just finished my bathroom, same kind of thing. You know,
right.
You know, huge renovation, big bathroom, and I guess I planned it out very well, so I really didn't have any changes. But,
well, see, that's a good thing to be said, and that's funny. That's what my original contractor said.
But that's kind of what I do. So you guys, you know, I mean, I know you do plumbing, but you're not even remotely in construction.
If I was like doing a mortgage on the inside of my house, I'd be great. You know, I would have knocked that thing out of the park. But,
exactly.
And that's what the contractor said. He said, well, it's all about the planning.
Yep.
And he's like, we didn't really have a game plan. So it was kind of like, hey, come in and do this. Oh, yeah, I want to do this. And he's like, well, we should have done this before this. And I was like, details, you know, and... Anyway, cha-ching. But
You're a really good mortgage broker.
I
would never hire you to remodel my.
horrible.
Frank, I wouldn't hire you to build a doghouse for me.
Oh man, that's okay because I would sub it out. Ryan would hire me for it, and I'd call Doug. I'd be like Doug, and I'd be like Gary, do the frame. Doug, I need you to do the roof.
Oh God.
And here's a question: like, who gets the dog? I don't even know. I'm not even good at that. I love dogs, but I never want one in my house. But anyway, crazy, I know. But I don't even know where I was going with this. The whole thing in my kitchen, total fiasco. But it's actually working. But what I was saying is, last night I put the fridge in. Okay, first time. So I had the fridge filter turned off. Didn't have any water for 3 months. Great, I'm invested in Zephyr Hills heavily. So we put in the filter, and I read on it. It said it needed a new filter, and it was interesting. It said everything it filters. And it says, and 5 pharmaceuticals. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What are you talking about? There's pharmaceuticals in my water?
Of course.
Okay, and you're talking about what you're saying about what's the kids drinking and eating. It starts listing out all these drugs that are apparently in the water supply because of people flushing them, I guess, and them running through our bodies and the residual coming out the other end and things like that. I just found it, really interesting that there's all these free drugs out there and we're filtering them out.
Wow.
Nobody
You
even
think-
got that.
you
They're
think
all like,
Ryan
"Look,
would
look,
know
look,
I'm
look."
getting it.
You think Ryan would know all about this?
I'm still stuck on the whole process of how it's getting into the water.
Well, so I've heard all kinds of things about it being flushed and it passing through us.
Flushed?
And, I don't know, people flushing their pills. I don't know.
Well, how would that get into your water supply?
But all that's
in your
taken out at the
drainage.
plant.
I don't know.
No, but the plants aren't. We have no plant. Like Tampa's plant, it just goes out into the bay. What's not used for reclaim goes into the water out in the bay.
So the fish are getting all messed up on these Percocets.
Well,
Is that how it's happening? Gary's like, which fish?
Now, I'll tell you though, Howard
It's
F.
the grouper.
Howard F. Curran, you got to tip your hats. Those guys do a phenomenal job down there.
Okay.
Only in extreme periods of high rainfall do they just put out major amounts of sewage out into the bay.
Only every once in a while do they dump sewage in the bay.
Only every once in a while, which we can go with, which kind of brings us into the whole EPA thing. I think we need to talk about how the EPA is getting their budget gutted by 31%.
Yeah, my wife talked to me about that.
A lot of how I feel originates from the abuses that happen at the sewage treatment facilities all across America. It's not uncommon that they overflow.
We know how you feel. You cut down trees in wetlands and stuff. So.
Well, I just cut down an oak tree. I won't say where, but and I won't say how large it was,
or which backyard it was in.
but I will say my pool's a hell of a lot cleaner.
I'll give you a clue. It wasn't Doug's backyard or mine. Gary, I know it was Gary's backyard. It was Gary's.
It was Gary's. We're fighting over it right now.
I love it. Can I at least get the firewood? I mean,
It's almost as bad as people on Facebook that post their cars going really fast. They go, "Oh, that was a great run in Mexico."
That's like, hey, whatever. So pharmaceuticals in our water, sewage in the bay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems like a little issue. I have, GE's like advertising, get this filter because it filters more pharmaceuticals. I'm just like,
No, that's
so that's why
unbelievable.
14-year-olds or 12-year-olds have boobs. You know what I mean? And
I think it has a lot to do with the hormones that's injected in the chicken, the beef, the pork,
Absolutely.
all of the food that we're eating. I don't think it has to do with the water.
no, it's totally the hormones. I would totally agree with you. And that's probably why it wasn't as much when we were kids because I don't think they were doing that back when we were kids.
Probably not to the extent they are nowadays. I mean, they may have had pesticides and things like that for plants, but it wasn't nearly as crazy as nowadays. All the research and GMOs and all that stuff they have going out there.
Locally sourced foods, man, it's where it's at.
So not only are kids being exposed to these things these days, and this is totally not on our docket today, but
None of this was,
I'm like,
actually.
this is nowhere on my piece of paper. But by the way, are you guys watching us on Facebook Live? If you're not, make sure you're tuning in every other Wednesday and Friday. Watch us stream live on Facebook Live. Just go to the Business Happy Hour Facebook page, and you can literally look at my beautiful face live on Facebook.
We tried to do this. We tried to do this for a long time.
Yes.
And now
yes.
that we have Gary over here, the stud, the man, the myth, the legend that he
Unbelievable.
is.
John, if you are listening, Gary has taken care of everything.
The guy,
everything.
he has taken our program to the next level.
Wait, John just texted me the stream is not up. Totally kidding, but I'll call John anyway.
John's
Inside
already sending
joke.
text messages right now.
Sorry to cut you off, Ryan. Anyway,
too funny not to laugh.
Remember the guy who complained because we laughed too much on the radio?
I remember that.
That was for you.
That was like our first show. They're like, you guys are a bunch of college kids. All you do is laugh. I'm like, trust me, I wish I was in college. I would not be laughing.
We're just like we were in college, only a lot richer.
Yeah, and fatter. So it's funny, I get older, uglier, and richer. It's crazy. I don't know. Glad we're on the Fox News radio over here. So, I have no idea where I was going with this. Back to where we're going with the kids. So I got in an argument with my wife this weekend about, about kids just not being tough these days and not raising pansies. Like she was getting on to me because I was getting on to my son, saying, look, man, don't be a sissy, don't do this, do this, try this, blah, blah. What are you doing? You can't do that. I'm like, no, that's how kids need to be. I feel like we've gotten away from that.
Totally.
Maybe we've given them too many hormones, like 8-year-old boys have boobs now, so I'm trying to fix that problem.
And I mean, it goes down to everything, like with rollerblades. We were just rollerblading last weekend.
Okay.
And Ethan didn't want to wear his elbow pads. I said, look, don't wear them. But I'll tell you, if you fall down, you're going to hurt your elbow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to warn you again.
Yeah. And if you break it, put some tussin on it.
You got to let him make that mistake.
Yeah, let him do it.
Thank you. That was the whole point of allowing them to cross lines a little bit.
Absolutely. That's the only way you learn.
It's the only way you learn. I mean, I can tell you a million times, don't, ride cardboard down the stairs. But until you go face first, you're going to do it.
I always say it's a lot better to learn with a bike in your elbow than it is with a car and a tree.
But I guess the question is this. At what age do kids learn?
Thanks to Frank.
Sorry,
Did I tell you the story? I get these brand new go-karts. We've got 40 seconds.
Yeah, you have 40 seconds.
So I got a timer.
Oh
my God, Ryan has a timer.
He actually knows the
We're going
timer.
to stop the presses. So how did Ryan get that timer?
Christmas Day.
It was all Verlander.
Did he really?
Well, all right, 30 seconds left. Christmas Day.
Here,
I roll out the brand new.
Hold on, pick it up in the next segment.
Okay,
pick it up in the next segment.
fine.
I want to make sure everybody knows to watch us on Facebook Live. Obviously, you're listening to 970. You can also go to tbhh.com, and you are listening to Frank, Ryan, and Doug with the Business Happy Hour. Ryan, the owner of Tampa Bay Plumbers, Doug, the owner of Suncoast Roofing Solutions, and myself, 813 Mortgage, Mr. Frank Cotto, owner of Lincoln Lending Group. We'll be back in just a minute with this crazy go-kart mailbox fiasco at Ryan's house.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thank you for choosing us for all of your plumbing, septic, and water treatment needs. What makes us different at Tampa Bay Plumbers is that we're a local full-service plumbing contractor that can handle any project large or small, including cured-in-place pipelining, septic installations, and various water treatment products. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or 24/7 by phone at 813-PLUMBER. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you. This is Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. At some point, we've all had to have a drain line snaked out. This typically involves running a steel cable through the drain line in an effort to clear a blockage. This often leaves a film of scale or buildup on the inside of the pipe with a hole in the middle. The only way to properly descale a drain line is to perform a hydrojet service. We use equipment that essentially pressure washes the inside of the pipe, leaving your drain lines free and clear. The two symptoms of a sewer backup are foul odors and slow-moving drains. If you are experiencing either of these, contact us at tampaplumber.net or 813-PLUMBER. My name is Ryan, and I am the production manager for Tampa Bay Plumbers, your one-stop shop for all of your plumbing and septic needs. We pride ourselves on building the reputation as the best plumbing and septic company in the Tampa Bay area. But don't take it from me. Look us up on Google and you will see that we have a 4.8 star rating with over 100 reviews. We also have multiple awards and recognition from multiple online review sites such as Angie's List, Yelp, and Facebook. We do everything plumbing and septic, from residential to commercial, new construction to service. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER. I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. As a plumbing and septic company with over 100 years of combined experience, we know how frustrating a sewer backup can be. That is why we pride ourselves on being able to identify the cause of a problem before a backup ever happens. One of the tools we use to identify a problem in the sewer system is a video inspection camera. This camera runs through the drain line and is able to identify and locate any problems in the sewer system on a live feed. We then take that information from the live feed and are able to provide a recommendation on how to best fix the problem, oftentimes without the use of any excavation. If you are experiencing any problems with your sewer system, you can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers, and welcome to our website. So what's different about Tampa Bay Plumbers? Everything is different about us. Our company does literally everything that involves plumbing, water, drainage, sewer, septic. We handle it from A to Z, which is completely different than just about every company in town. If you call a plumber, they don't do septic necessarily. Definitely if you call a septic contractor, they don't do plumbing. In addition to doing a very wide scope of services, we do them extremely well. And the reason why is our process and our people. We have spent many years perfecting our craft, and we've also spent many years finding the best people to operate our system. And we have by far the best plumbers in town. I will put my guys up against any companies, anywhere, anytime, any place. And that's just evidence in the type of quality work that we put out. Go online, look at our reviews on Google, look at our reviews on Angie's List. No one else is as highly rated as us unless they're putting bogus reviews up. But our company takes a lot of pride in what we do on a daily basis, and we hope that you give us a chance. Again, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thanks a lot for visiting our site.
Everyone has a bank, but you definitely need a Frank. Lincoln Lending Group specializes in mortgages that banks won't touch, like loans for people with 1 day out of foreclosure, bankruptcy, and short sale. Call Frank today at 813-MORTGAGE, and remember, you drop the E and he drops the fee. Call Ryan at 813-PLUMBER for the most reliable professional plumber in town. Tampa Bay Plumbers is available day and night for your emergency plumbing needs. Find them on the web at tampaplumber.net and get a coupon for service. Do you have a roof leak but no one to trust? You need to call Doug with Suncoast Roofing Solutions at 888-888-ROOF, where honesty, integrity, and craftsmanship come first. Find them on the web at suncoastroofing.solutions.com. And now, your host of the Business Happy Hour, Frank Cotto.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. I'm sure we woke you up this morning bright and early. If you're listening on 970, we're just totally going off on tangents, but this is a good one. Right now we're talking about raising kids that are not pansies. Okay, toughening kids up. Doug's going to bring up a question about when is the right time for them to learn these things. And Ryan has a great story that's Uncle Frank's fault over here about a Christmas morning lesson that we all learned. So back to that.
So I got the kids these go-karts. They're 48 volt. They're actually pretty fast.
Electric go-karts.
Yeah, they're really awesome.
Ryan cuts down a tree and buys an electric go-kart.
Now, can you adjust the speed on them, or is
there's 3 speeds?
Okay,
yep.
cool.
So we started off on the first speed,
pansy speed,
second speed, third speed, and I'm on my 4-wheeler, and we're going back and forth down the street, and we had been all morning. Out comes Uncle Frank, barreling out of his property
on my 4-wheeler.
Before I can even turn my 4-wheeler around, he's challenged my son, who's six to a race.
Hey, so, whatever, 500cc versus 46 volt, whatever.
Of course, Ethan, not being one to back down, he floors it and plows into my mailbox.
No. He floors it.
The road. He's going like this, looking at Frank.
Yeah, if you can see the stream, he's like looking at me to the left, and he's wearing a helmet, thank God. And we're flying down the road. He's looking at me, and he starts veering, and I'm like, Ethan! When I mean full speed into the mailbox, dude, tell him what it did.
So it was a 4x4 mailbox post, and it was cemented in.
Sunk into concrete.
He plowed it. It snapped it in half, and it flew like a toothpick.
In half. It snapped a 4x4.
How fast do you think he was going?
About 19 miles an hour, max speed.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he was flooring it.
He was flooring it as fast as it could go.
Hey, here's the thing about it, too. He lost the race.
Of course, that's all that mattered to you.
Frank beat a 6-year-old.
I beat a 6-year-old.
That's great. That's absolutely great.
Hey, so speaking of it, Doug, when do you teach them when they're 6?
Yeah, because that's my thing. Is my wife's like, stop him from doing it. I'm like, no, he needs to fall on his face. My son's name is Ethan also, but he'll be
original.
Yeah, right. He'll be 2 years in August, but he's like the kid will run into things. Like he looks at me and will like just run at me and try to tackle me.
Yeah.
Like, he's like 30 pounds. He's not even 2 years old. He's like a big sack of potatoes. But so he like will do everything. He climbs on things and like tries to like jump down. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, and the wife's like, oh, they're really gonna get hurt. I'm like, yeah, and they'll really remember.
He's fallen on his face a couple times. I'm like, told you so.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want him to get like
But the question
permanently
is,
damaged.
my question is, really, at what age do kids learn? You know, I mean, like my son doesn't seem to learn
Well,
yet.
if you baby them and shelter them to the extent that they don't learn until they're too old, where they can actually legitimately hurt themselves.
So wait,
that's the problem.
I think I get it. Your question is at what age do they remember
exactly,
the lesson?
because obviously my son does the same thing over and over again. He just doesn't. You know,
How old is he now? He's 3?
No, he'll be not even 2 yet.
Not even 2.
yeah.
Where's
But
the
he's
time
been
go?
walking since like 9 months. So he'll just do it. He's so destructive. It's hilarious.
So I would say, all right, let me think about that. I mean, I would.
I don't really remember, but I mean, I guess I'm sure every kid's a little different.
I'd say about 5. I would say about 4, maybe 4. I mean, my daughter's 5, and she does not seem to remember me whooping her butt every time she colors on the wall. Let me think about that. Actually, it's funny because we find these little stick men drawn on the wall in marker, and I'm like, what in the heck is this? My wife goes, well, that's Liliana's signature move. Like that is her graffiti. If you find a stick man around the house, it was definitely my daughter. And Nicole caught her with a marker to the new floors yesterday. Ooh, good thing Nicole had a half a bottle of wine at the time. So it was yeah, luckily it didn't stain the floor, but
Thank God.
it would have been really bad. But
Was it permanent marker?
it was it was the Crayola, whatever the heck you call
those
it.
are
you know,
yeah.
it probably would have come out.
The permanent markers are few and far between in my house.
Yeah, I've made that mistake. Yeah, my old couch, ended up selling it. But yeah, but the whole thing about learning, I do think they start learning probably in the 4 or 5 year category. But I completely agree, guys, that our society has gotten so weak. You know, if you agree, go and post on our Facebook page. Go to TBHH and post. Matter of fact, we're going to do a giveaway. All right, we're going to give my number out a couple times. We did this way back in the day. We just want to see who's listening, want to say hi. We want to, maybe shout you guys out. If you got a business that we want to mention, we're also starting to look for business partner sponsors in the next couple weeks. We're going to start announcing packages, and we're going to give you guys opportunities if you're a local business owner. Even if you work for corporate and you guys want to get involved, you're welcome to give us a buzz. We're going to start taking some partners on, but we want to hear from you. We want to see you. So here's the thing. Same thing we did about 8 months ago. You're going to text a picture of you watching the show. You can text a picture of your dial. You can text a picture of you. Text us something funny, and we're going to send you a prize. Haven't decided on what prizes yet. Last time we did Hooters gift cards. Maybe we'll do Hooters again. We like Hooters.
Yeah, but we had to do something different for females, different for males
Okay, that's
and
right.
females.
Good point, Doug. So last time I think I did Nordstrom. Nordstrom, is that what I did? I did a Nordstrom gift card for the girls and a Hooters for the guys. $25. $25. If you do something real impressive, maybe we hook you up. But I want to see you guys listening, especially if you start commenting on our Facebook page. We want to get the Facebook Live thing out. Want everybody to start watching us on that. Start sharing.
I think it's going to blow up because we've had no success with it before. Everyone's all excited and amped up about seeing it. And
Yeah, we forget to tell people, whatever. But I'm telling you right now, go to the Facebook page, watch the Facebook Live. Today is actually a Wednesday. Okay, I'll give away the secret. And it's 12:30 to 1:30 on Wednesday. Next week's going to be a Friday. We're going to be on 12:30 to 1:30. That's when you're going to catch us on the Facebook Live. You can also go and just watch it on the TBHH Facebook page, the Business Happy Hour. You can pull up the old episodes. Gary's got them on our YouTube channel. That's really where you want to go, is YouTube. Find the Business Happy Hour. The thing about kids learning, they do need to learn a lesson. I want to hear your opinion on what you think about teaching the kids the hard lessons, letting them learn things on their own, because we got to change our society. Our society is getting soft.
So what happens when we give everyone trophies?
Oh my God, that's a whole. We could take the whole next segment.
So it's funny. My daughter, my wife's putting my daughter into soccer, and she's like, my wife said to me, I just got to make sure I don't put her in a soccer program that gives trophies for
no
second
participation
place.
trophies.
Exactly.
Nope. I mean, a few trophies, but
there's a lot of them that do that. So we have to make sure we put her in the right program.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The kids win and lose every time we play baseball and softball. There's a winner and a loser.
You have to lose to win. Absolutely. Well, listen, guys, you listen to the Business Happy Hour. Hopefully you find us on Facebook Live and tbhh.tv. We'll be back in just a minute. We're going to be talking about the Lightning coming back from last to tied for the wild card. Doug went to the game, and he has a full recap in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thank you for choosing us for all of your plumbing, septic, and water treatment needs. What makes us different at Tampa Bay Plumbers is that we're a local full-service plumbing contractor that can handle any project large or small, including cured-in-place pipelining, septic installations, and various water treatment products. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or 24/7 by phone at 813-PLUMBER. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you. This is Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. At some point, we've all had to have a drain line snaked out. This typically involves running a steel cable through the drain line in an effort to clear a blockage. This often leaves a film of scale or buildup on the inside of the pipe with a hole in the middle. The only way to properly descale a drain line is to perform a hydrojet service. We use equipment that essentially pressure washes the inside of the pipe, leaving your drain lines free and clear. The two symptoms of a sewer backup are foul odors and slow-moving drains. If you are experiencing either of these, contact us at tampaplumber.net or 813-PLUMBER. My name is Ryan, and I am the production manager for Tampa Bay Plumbers, your one-stop shop for all of your plumbing and septic needs. We pride ourselves on building the reputation as the best plumbing and septic company in the Tampa Bay area. But don't take it from me. Look us up on Google and you will see that we have a 4.8 star rating with over 100 reviews. We also have multiple awards and recognition from multiple online review sites such as Angie's List, Yelp, and Facebook. We do everything plumbing and septic, from residential to commercial, new construction to service. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER. I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. As a plumbing and septic company with over 100 years of combined experience, we know how frustrating a sewer backup can be. That is why we pride ourselves on being able to identify the cause of a problem before a backup ever happens. One of the tools we use to identify a problem in the sewer system is a video inspection camera. This camera runs through the drain line and is able to identify and locate any problems in the sewer system on a live feed. We then take that information from the live feed and are able to provide a recommendation on how to best fix the problem, oftentimes without the use of any excavation. If you are experiencing any problems with your sewer system, you can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers, and welcome to our website. So what's different about Tampa Bay Plumbers? Everything is different about us. Our company does literally everything that involves plumbing, water, drainage, sewer, septic. We handle it from A to Z, which is completely different than just about every company in town. If you call a plumber, they don't do septic necessarily. Definitely if you call a septic contractor, they don't do plumbing. In addition to doing a very wide scope of services, we do them extremely well. And the reason why is our process and our people. We have spent many years perfecting our craft, and we've also spent many years finding the best people to operate our system. And we have by far the best plumbers in town. I will put my guys up against any companies, anywhere, anytime, any place. And that's just evidence in the type of quality work that we put out. Go online and look at our reviews on Google, look at our reviews on Angie's List. No one else is as highly rated as us unless they're putting bogus reviews up. But our company takes a lot of pride in what we do on a daily basis, and we hope that you give us a chance. Again, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thanks a lot for visiting our site.
Everyone has a bank, but you definitely need a Frank. Lincoln Lending Group specializes in mortgages that banks won't touch, like loans for people with 1 day out of foreclosure, bankruptcy, and short sale. Call Frank today at 813-MORTGAGE, and remember, you drop the E and he drops the fee. Call Ryan at 813-PLUMBER for the most reliable professional plumber in town. Tampa Bay Plumbers is available day and night for your emergency plumbing needs. Find them on the web at tampaplumber.net and get a coupon for service. Do you have a roof leak but no one to trust? You need to call Doug with Suncoast Roofing Solutions at 888-888-ROOF, where honesty, integrity, and craftsmanship come first. Find them on the web at suncoastroofingsolutions.com. And now, your host of the Business Happy Hour, Frank Cotto.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. The show is just flying by. Hopefully you haven't spit your coffee all over the kitchen yet. Listen to us
Have we even been on topic yet?
Not one thing. The worst is in our pre-production meeting. You know, we got into these other crazy topics. We had a lot going on in our lives in the last few weeks, having a lot of fun, and we're talking about all kinds of things about where we've been, what we've been doing. Ryan had some crazy stories about the baby. I had some crazy story about my wife and burdens again the other night. No, I didn't get in a fight, but it was fun anyway. So we're talking about this stuff, and we had like 5 minutes left. I'm like, guys, we have not put anything down about the radio. So we spent those last 5 minutes putting all this stuff down about the radio, and we haven't even talked about one thing. So we're going straight to Doug, okay? Lightning. Doug, you're a huge Lightning fan. You know more than any of us about this. 0 to hero. What's up?
Well, I mean, we've had a lot of senior players, or not senior, but guys have been with us for a while, and we fell to last position, in our league, and I think we're now tied for the wild card. We played against the Chicago Blackhawks on Monday, which they're a tough team, and we beat them 5-4.
5-4, and there was a comeback. They were up by like 4-0 or something, 4-1.
It was funny. My wife and I were with a bunch of friends, and we're like, we're gonna leave after if they go up 5-1, we're gonna leave. Like, there's no. And then all of a sudden, the second period came around, and they tied it 4-4. It was 4-1, and then they won in overtime in the third period. So it was a great comeback, a great game. The thing is with the Lightning right now is they're almost in a real rebuilding phase. So they have a lot of young players because they've been getting rid of some of the senior players.
Our goalie.
Yeah, Vasilevsky has been around. He was here last year. He's kind of a rookie, but they took him out after the first period.
What?
Yeah, because we were down 4-1. So
did they put him back later?
So and that's the thing is you have you have to be able to build up his momentum and under be good under pressure. Right. So they put in this other guy, and then they put Vasi back in the second period.
Wow. So and we pulled it off.
Yeah, it was great. So now I think we're tied for the wild card, or 1 point behind the wild card.
So what does that mean? What's left?
So I think there's like 4 or 5 games left in the season. We have to win pretty much every one. I think we can lose one and maybe get in, but our opponents are not doing that great either. So we're doing it. I mean, for going last to where we are right now is a big step.
Amazing. I love it. Every day I'm on the Veterans, I drive by that business has that giant Go Bolts thing. I mean, do you think the Lightning...
What's crazy is you think like Florida, they have hockey, but Tampa's a huge hockey town.
It really, really is. Yeah. It is. I mean, they're probably almost more loyal than the Buccaneer fans,
honestly. They are a lot more loyal than the Buccaneer fans.
There's a lot of Midwestern people that live in Tampa from Michigan and Illinois.
Well, so it's funny you say that. So we're at the game, and it was a sea of red. The Blackhawks are red. Yeah. Like, I'm sitting there going, oh, my God, there's more people in red than there is blue.
That's the Bucks all the time.
It's the same thing when the Packers come to town and the Giants.
Cheeseheads everywhere.
Well, what we found out was actually that the Chicago's going through they're on their spring break. So a lot of people are in Florida for spring break. They're Chicago fans, and so that's.
But a lot of people live here too, and
we're transient state for sure.
If they weren't playing the Blackhawks, they would be wearing blue.
And it's quite possible. Like the guy I was sitting next to, his buddy is from here, but is from Chicago or lives here. Was from Chicago. He's like, yeah, he kind of votes both ways.
No, it's bro. When the Red Wings come to play, I wear red.
That's funny.
Okay, but
you're one of those guys.
You're awful.
I'm a major Red Wings.
So it's funny is I'm a Capitals fan, but we play the Capitals. There's no way I can vote for I can root for the Capitals.
Oh, I was about to say.
I mean, now here's the deal: if the Lightning bow out and they lose, I'll vote for the Capitals.
That's fair.
I'll root for the Capitals.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
So it is 2017. I mean, people go both ways all the time these days. It's not that weird. I just didn't think that my radio partners were going both ways.
Household, they don't.
At least, good. Well, I don't know. You're the one who just said you're a turncoat.
Are you calling us fair? Are you calling us fair weather fans?
You're not so much, Doug. I'm with you. You wear your Lightning. Ryan over here.
I don't think that's fair weather because I've been going for the Wings since I was a kid.
Right.
Okay, how long have you lived in Florida?
Here it is.
Let's see.
Longer than Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I lived in D.C. for 26 years. I've lived in Florida for 13 years.
So I moved. I moved here when I was 12. So I'm 30 now. So
yeah, you're definitely a fair weather fan.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. I just missed that. Hold on. I just believed him. He's 30. He's like 60. This guy. Oh, man.
60.
So if Florida State played Michigan, who is it going to be?
Oh, God. That is like my ultimate dream matchup, honestly. I mean, I love watching those teams play.
Yeah.
It's tough. They actually just played last year, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, didn't they play last year?
I'm a fair weather college fan as well.
They recently played. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, and I found myself in a position where I was happy if either team won.
That's good.
I wasn't mad either
That's
way.
what people who go both ways do. That.
So speaking of the Bucks, someone had told me that the Bucks recently just doubled their ticket price.
Say what?
Like
they did raise.
Let me check my account. Are we locked in under a price?
I locked in just a couple weeks ago.
No, but like, what happens if like we're paying? Do they increase us too?
It went up a little. It was 4.
But someone told me that new tickets are
not
almost
per ticket.
No,
for two.
For two.
Okay.
So it seemed to be about the same.
Yeah,
I think it went up like
I think it was
$5
like $192 each before.
Yeah, so it went up like $5 or $8 a ticket.
Which NFL games, I mean, they're expensive.
But I mean, they're saying if you're a new ticket holder, a new season, it almost doubled.
They're going to
from what
jack
it
you.
was like, yeah.
Well, because they dropped them significantly. They went down to like $30 or $35.
Nobody wanted to watch them.
If they do that, I can't wait for the seat reallocation.
Yeah. Oh, when's that happening, by the way?
Soon, and we're on the email list to do it. And
Good.
actually, we're getting a lot of seniority.
Yeah,
we've been members so long.
Good.
So yeah, we'll be one of the first groups to go.
Yeah, we encourage you guys to become Buck season ticket holders. It's a good time for the family and all that. Go in the club section though; it's great, especially for kids.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of going to the Bucks games unless I'm in the area that's
you
like
have
shaded.
To be in the club. You have
unless
to.
I'm in the area that or club level where I can go inside because
too hot.
It's just too hot out there.
To bring the kids. That's why Lightning games are so good for families.
Yep.
Everything's so nice. I mean, you can wear a sweater in there if you wanted.
And it's a great
years old, but we've been members for 20 years.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Maybe. All right, hey, let's talk about something that's on us. Are we going to have Jeff Kaplan call in? Is he going to call in, you think, or not?
I can ask him to.
Ask him if he wants to call in on the fourth segment. Have him call in like 5 minutes or so. If so, we'll go ahead and tease what we're going to talk about. If not, we'll go into that story either way.
Yeah, I mean,
a good one.
Bottom line is what happened in Maryland. You know, it's got everyone, I think, that sends their kids to public schools on edge a little.
Do you know what county that was?
I don't.
Ryan can look it up because Doug's from there.
Yeah, I mean, because someone had told me it was from Montgomery County where I grew up.
If you don't know the story, I'll recap you real quick.
I think it was in like Gaithersburg or something, which is like not a terrible area, but it's not.
So exactly. the story goes, the alleged rape happened in a public school, and it was a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old student at the school, but also an illegal immigrant.
Yeah.
So
two illegals.
raped a 14-year-old girl. And the real problem, I mean, as if that's not a problem, but the bigger political problem going on is the school apparently sent out some sort of a letter or notification basically saying if anybody, disparages against any of the illegals or whatever, there's going to be disciplinary action.
There's going to be consequences.
Consequences, okay? Expulsion, suspension, things like that. Nothing about, what happened to this poor girl or be aware, be careful, be this, be that. No.
But I don't think I don't think it's right to put that business out there for. I'm sure the girl's parents.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to say who she is or anything.
But you would expect that the reaction wouldn't be to protect the illegals.
No, I totally agree with that.
So there was a very interesting interview on Fox News. It was Judge Judy.
Yeah.
Is that her name? Judge whatever.
Yeah.
She's great.
Judge Wapner.
She was interviewing the chief of police and the mayor.
Okay.
For
Did you find
Montgomery
out what county it was?
Montgomery, I think it is. It is.
That's where I grew up.
Good people there, huh, Doug?
And so, Judge, of course, was really hot about this, and she's asking these questions, and they're pointed ones, and like, is it a strain on the school system with the illegals being a sanctuary city? And she said, absolutely it is. Well, can you expand on that? Well, basically, all these kids come in, they can't speak English. So they have to be educated by people that can speak Spanish. So where do you get these people? You have to hire additional staff. So what about the unfairness of the education then? Isn't there all the English speaking students going to suffer as a result of the non-English speaking students putting a burden on the teachers and the slower pace of educating?
The budget as well.
It's blowing the budget up. It's ruining their education for the existing students that are there. And they admitted to this right on TV. The sheriff admitted to it. And then the question came up, why don't you teach them at night? Very makes a lot of sense. Educate them at night in a different setting with teachers that are specific to those types of students. They tried that, but it was ruled unconstitutional because all kids deserve to be educated in a fair manner.
Okay, how about we just put a subcategory? All legal kids deserve. I mean, I know it sounds horrible, but
I'll tell you the reason why. It's called
come on.
It's Plyler versus Doe. The 1982 Supreme Court landmark decision holds that states cannot constitutionally deny students a free public education on account of their immigration status.
I mean, it's a Reagan court. What? That was a Reagan court too. That's a good point. Like,
by a 5-4 vote, the court found that any resources which might be saved from excluding undocumented children from public schools were far outweighed by the harms imposed on society at large from denying them an education.
Okay, so we got 30 quick seconds, but my wife brought up this point. Maybe we'll bring it into the next segment last night of, okay, it's kind of like feeding the alligator. If you don't feed them, they won't keep coming, right? So if you're feeding these people and you're giving them education, you're giving all this, of course they're going to keep coming here. Why would they not? And I'm not saying they can't come here legally by any means, but anyway, we'll pick it back up in the next segment. You guys are listening to Business Happy Hour. Make sure you're watching us on Facebook Live and tbhh.tv. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thank you for choosing us for all of your plumbing, septic, and water treatment needs. What makes us different at Tampa Bay Plumbers is that we're a local full-service plumbing contractor that can handle any project large or small, including curtain-place pipelining, septic installations, and various water treatment products. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or 24/7 by phone at 813-PLUMBER. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you. This is Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. At some point, we've all had to have a drain line snaked out. This typically involves running a steel cable through the drain line in an effort to clear a blockage. This often leaves a film of scale or buildup on the inside of the pipe with a hole in the middle. The only way to properly descale a drain line is to perform a hydrojet service. We use equipment that essentially pressure washes the inside of the pipe, leaving your drain lines free and clear. The two symptoms of a sewer backup are foul odors and slow-moving drains. If you are experiencing either of these, contact us at tampaplumber.net or 813-PLUMBER. My name is Ryan, and I am the production manager for Tampa Bay Plumbers, your one-stop shop for all of your plumbing and septic needs. We pride ourselves on building the reputation as the best plumbing and septic company in the Tampa Bay area. But don't take it from me. Look us up on Google and you will see that we have a 4.8 star rating with over 100 reviews. We also have multiple awards and recognition from multiple online review sites such as Angie's List, Yelp, and Facebook. We do everything plumbing and septic, from residential to commercial, new construction to service. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER. I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. As a plumbing and septic company with over 100 years of combined experience, we know how frustrating a sewer backup can be. That is why we pride ourselves on being able to identify the cause of a problem before a backup ever happens. One of the tools we use to identify a problem in the sewer system is a video inspection camera. This camera runs through the drain line and is able to identify and locate any problems in the sewer system on a live feed. We then take that information from the live feed and are able to provide a recommendation on how to best fix the problem, oftentimes without the use of any excavation. If you are experiencing any problems with your sewer system, you can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers, and welcome to our website. So what's different about Tampa Bay Plumbers? Everything is different about us. Our company does literally everything that involves plumbing, water, drainage, sewer, septic. We handle it from A to Z, which is completely different than just about every company in town. If you call a plumber, they don't do septic necessarily. Definitely if you call a septic contractor, they don't do plumbing. In addition to doing a very wide scope of services, we do them extremely well. And the reason why is our process and our people. We have spent many years perfecting our craft, and we've also spent many years finding the best people to operate our system. And we have by far the best plumbers in town. I will put my guys up against any companies, anywhere, anytime, any place. And that's just evidence in the type of quality work that we put out. Go online and look at our reviews on Google, look at our reviews on Angie's List. No one else is as highly rated as us unless they're putting bogus reviews up. But our company takes a lot of pride in what we do on a daily basis, and we hope that you give us a chance. Again, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thanks a lot for visiting our site.
Drops the fee. Call Ryan at 813-PLUMBER for the most reliable professional plumber in town. Tampa Bay Plumbers is available day and night for your emergency plumbing needs. Find them on the web at tampaplumber.net and get a coupon for service. Do you have a roof leak but no one to trust? You need to call Doug with Suncoast Roofing Solutions at 888-888-ROOF, where honesty, integrity, and craftsmanship come first. Find them on the web at suncoastroofingsolutions.com. And now, your host of the Business Happy Hour, Frank Cotto.
Welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, Tampa Bay. We're glad you guys are listening. We're going to pick right back up where we were about feeding the alligator. Ryan had a great point. What happens if you keep feeding the alligator?
Yeah, but you guys are talking about education. I mean, I guess it's like when I think about that, when I think about welfare, you know,
Okay.
I mean, we keep giving these people money for not doing anything. I
Agreed.
think that's worse than education. I mean, if you're in our country, you should be educated.
But the
whether
point
it's-
is, you know, if you keep giving illegals a reason to come here, they're going to continue to come here. Gators would not continue to go to the dock's edge if they weren't being fed.
No,
every night.
have you ever been to Busch Gardens? You see how fat those alligators are?
Oh, my God. They don't even
They're
want to move.
huge because they're fat and happy.
That's
They
funny.
don't
My
wanna-
son made that comment the
Yeah.
other day. He's like, people are like throwing stuff at the gator.
They
And he's
won't
like,
move because
they
they're
don't
so used to being fed all day
Yeah.
long, and those are some huge alligators.
Massive. You could go in there and walk on them.
Oh, yeah, they would never move.
No, my son was like, well, why is the turtle on his head and he's not eating him? I was like, trust me, he's eating everything.
Yes, I mean they're so big. I mean
Yeah.
you don't see that size alligator in the wild.
So what's your opinion? I mean, if I see what you say, if they're here, they should be educated, but we're providing something that's kind
Look,
of
the biggest issue right now is that because we have no idea what Trump is going to do with immigration. We have we're in like a lull period right now.
No, yeah, we do. He's going to enforce the laws. That's
Enforce
what
what
he's going to do. The laws that currently exist that have been ignored for the last 20 years.
So what do you do about all these people that are here?
Okay, so it's that was a topic that was on
getting rid
TV
of
the
them.
other day. It said, how can you build a wall to prevent more people coming in, and you don't deal with the people who are already here?
Correct.
And that they're saying, look, we already have a monetary drain, we have an issue, we have crime, we have all this, so we have to deal with that at the same time, really.
But what's, if you think about, okay, I understand the crime, but like what's the percentage of crime that are illegals comparison to the people that just live here?
Oh, okay, that's great point. There's no question, but I think you're right. But I think what they look at is they say, we have these people, they shouldn't be here. We can get them out just on the basis they shouldn't be here. And we can use
we'll probably we can go around and around this probably for the next 5 segments if we had them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have people here that are illegal. I get it. But, when you're talking about building a wall, you have to say, all right, from people that are here, let's figure out how to make the correct path to citizenship.
Well,
and let's make everyone legal from this point forward.
I gotta
build
ask you a
your
question.
wall. Build your wall. I get it, and don't let anyone from this point forward in.
Okay.
But there's people that have lived here, built their life. They have jobs, they have families, they have everything, and you're going to kick them out?
let me ask you a question, okay?
I mean, that's just not.
So what would you do if you were in that county in
I
Maryland?
was in that county.
I'm asking you. Let's say you live there now, okay, and you make the same amount of money you make now. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep sending your kids to public education?
Well, so
schools?
Montgomery County, is one of the wealthiest counties in the whole United States. It's a very affluent area. So the education system is probably one of the top 50 in the world, at least in the United States. So, I mean, I don't really get what you're going there. Like, there's a lot of people in DC.
Would you continue to send your kids to that school system, or would you
because
move?
Or
would you put your kids in private school?
You're taking one occurrence.
No, I'm not. Because what's actually going on there is much deeper than this one alleged rape.
This is the second or third one?
The kids that are there are not being educated as well because of the enormous burden that's being placed on the teachers and the educators because of the.
But now you're talking about a different topic. Now we're talking about teachers basically not being paid enough.
No. I'm talking about there's a finite amount of resources that have to be used to best educate the population of students. And if you have a vast population of illegals that don't speak English, it's going to make it more difficult to educate the English-speaking people and the Spanish-speaking people at the same rate. And so, therefore, the English-speaking kids that are documented that are citizens are not going to get the same education.
So my question to you is this: is that just because you live here, just because you live in the United States, do you have to speak English?
Yes.
I would say so.
So that's your take on things. We have so many different people from so many different nations, and you're saying in order for you to be educated here, you have to speak our language.
I would say this: the test for citizenship should be in English only.
Yeah, I agree, %.
If you don't know enough, I put it this way: if I go to Spain, I'd love to live in Spain. If I went there, I don't think they should necessarily give me the test to be a Spanish citizen in English. Well, it should be in Spanish. If I truly want to be a citizen of that country.
I know in Spain they have English teaching. They have people that teach people English too.
So let me hit this whole conversation from like you said, we could go back and forth forever on this, which is great radio. But let me hit this from a money standpoint real quick, okay? A business standpoint. We are the Business Happy Hour. All right. I'm not going to say who, but I had a conversation with a high level person in the school system recently, and we were talking about budgets, and I think I meant to mention this before, that at the end of the year, let's say your budget is $1 million, and the end of the year they operated under budget, okay, with a surplus.
They get that money taken away.
Okay, bingo, they get the money taken away.
That's the way government works. Period.
Which that's the problem though. Like that's where it comes in with you, Ryan. Is if they need additional resources, they're going to increase this budget, and it's going to keep costing all of us money.
So when I was in 7th grade in Montgomery County, which is there's people have so much money there, it's ridiculous.
Did you?
No. With 7th grade, they actually they cut the budgets for schooling.
Okay.
And we no longer had like basketball and like sports, extracurricular activity sports in schools because they cut our budgets. So they're doing that back I was in 7th grade, so I was 12 years old.
They did. I was thinking about it. They did that in 7th and 8th.
26 years ago, they did that, and so obviously that they were hurting 26 years ago.
Right.
Why they're hurting, I have no idea. Like obviously they don't. The county itself is spending money where they shouldn't be spending and not on the correct things.
Right.
Well, my whole point about it, guys, is if this was happening in Hillsborough County, okay, I would either do one of two things. I would either move, or I would send my kid to Carrollwood Day School. Because I can afford
That's what my wife's saying.
I can afford to do that.
That's where our kids are going.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
boy.
Don't you think that's happening in Maryland? I mean, I have to believe it is. People have to be leaving there in droves.
Well, how about the vouchers? We got 30 seconds, but the vouchers. I love the voucher idea. I'm paying for public school right now.
But then
if my kids don't go, I should get a voucher to pay something.
But then you just cripple the whole public school system.
But not really, because my kid isn't going there.
I get it, but you see,
I don't want any more money than what it costs to educate my kid.
You understand both sides of it, though.
I do. If it costs $1,000 a year to educate my kid, I want $1,000. That's all I want. I don't want any more.
But it doesn't cost $1,000 to educate your kid. It
costs way more, and that's why I should get the money.
$12,000 to $20,000.
Guys, it's been a great show. Love the banter. We'll pick it up next week. The Business Happy Hour. Oh, 813-765-1239. Send that text. See you guys next week on the Business Happy Hour.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thank you for choosing us for all of your plumbing, septic, and water treatment needs. What makes us different at Tampa Bay Plumbers is that we're a local full-service plumbing contractor that can handle any project, large or small, including cured-in-place pipelining, septic installations, and various water treatment products. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or 24/7 by phone at 813-PLUMBER. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you. This is Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. At some point, we've all had to have a drain line snaked out. This typically involves running a steel cable through the drain line in an effort to clear a blockage. This often leaves a film of scale or buildup on the inside of the pipe with a hole in the middle. The only way to properly descale a drain line is to perform a hydrojet service. We use equipment that essentially pressure washes the inside of the pipe, leaving your drain lines free and clear. The two symptoms of a sewer backup are foul odors and slow-moving drains. If you are experiencing either of these, contact us at tampaplumber.net or 813-PLUMBER. My name is Ryan, and I am the production manager for Tampa Bay Plumbers, your one-stop shop for all of your plumbing and septic needs. We pride ourselves on building the reputation as the best plumbing and septic company in the Tampa Bay area. But don't take it from me. Look us up on Google and you will see that we have a 4.8 star rating with over 100 reviews. We also have multiple awards and recognition from multiple online review sites such as Angie's List, Yelp, and Facebook. We do everything plumbing and septic, from residential to commercial, new construction to service. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER. I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. As a plumbing and septic company with over 100 years of combined experience, we know how frustrating a sewer backup can be. That is why we pride ourselves on being able to identify the cause of a problem before a backup ever happens. One of the tools we use to identify a problem in the sewer system is a video inspection camera. This camera runs through the drain line and is able to identify and locate any problems in the sewer system on a live feed. We then take that information from the live feed and are able to provide a recommendation on how to best fix the problem, oftentimes without the use of any excavation. If you are experiencing any problems with your sewer system, you can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers, and welcome to our website. So what's different about Tampa Bay Plumbers? Everything is different about us. Our company does literally everything that involves plumbing, water, drainage, sewer, septic. We handle it from A to Z, which is completely different than just about every company in town. If you call a plumber, they don't do septic necessarily. Definitely if you call a septic contractor, they don't do plumbing. In addition to doing a very wide scope of services, we do them extremely well. And the reason why is our process and our people. We have spent many years perfecting our craft, and we've also spent many years finding the best people to operate our system. And we have by far the best plumbers in town. I will put my guys up against any companies, anywhere, anytime, any place. And that's just evidence in the type of quality work that we put out. Go online, look at our reviews on Google, look at our reviews on Angie's List. No one else is as highly rated as us unless they're putting bogus reviews up. But our company takes a lot of pride in what we do on a daily basis, and we hope that you give us a chance. Again, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thanks a lot for visiting our site.